And now, the Bridgnorth Pod with Dan Bradley and John Garbett.
So how's it going, John?
Things are going pretty well.
That's cool. Welcome everybody to the first edition of the Bridgnorth Pod. We're going to update you on some of the local issues and concerns. This first pilot episode is going to be a bit short, but we hope you like it. And
Issues and concerns?
Issues and concerns. Should we change it?
Things of interest?
Fun and party.
Things of interest.
Things of interest.
Yeah.
We'll change that.
So we're settled on things of interest?
Things of interest.
Okay.
We're going to keep things interesting.
Motion passed.
Oh yeah. Democracy right here on the Bridgnorth Pod.
Yeah, shame there's two of us.
We're going to try to keep you up to date with the latest on music, events, anything local that's going on, and also some local news issues that could be quite popular as well, John.
Yeah, we've got a few on the go at the moment, haven't we?
It's a bit like a pick and mix of news.
Pick and mix?
Pick and mix.
Apart from you can't pick and you can't mix either. It's us picking and us mixing.
Yeah, totally.
We've got Thomson Oldeman to talk to later, or Louie from Thomson Oldeman. He's on standby with his mobile phone poised.
Fortunately, no Jasmin today.
Phone call. No Jasmin today. But I'm sure Louie will do a cracking job.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's not like he's going to be asleep or anything.
No, we might just catch him having a power nap. So if you've got anything to discuss or talk about in next week's podcast, here's how you can get involved.
Contact the studio, join the discussion, tweet us at Bridgnorth Pod, or visit us at thebridgnorthpod.co.uk.
Well, if you're a driver out there and you happen to use roads quite a lot, you may have noticed the appearance of traffic lights on your journey to work if you're driving to Telford every day.
Or anywhere else for that matter.
Pretty much anywhere out of Bridgnorth has traffic lights. Yeah. So everyone just needs to,
and there's only the one set of traffic lights on the Broseley Road. Well, they should have warned us. They should have put newsletters around saying traffic lights and roadworks and stuff will happen this week. Book your annual leave.
In advance.
Yeah.
Rather than, the 2 week notice you get with the road signs.
And then I could have had the week off. I could have done Christmas shopping or something. That would have been more useful than sitting in traffic.
So, John, the roadworks on Fort Pendleton, they seem to happen every year, don't they?
Pendleton, yeah, down by High Rock.
Down High Rock, because they're doing some stuff to High Rock as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't think they happen every year. I think it's every so long they do have to run maintenance checks. They have to make sure it's not going to... Well, obviously, because the road runs along underneath pretty much the rocks, it sort of hangs over slightly.
Safety first.
They have to make sure that it's not going to come collapsing on anybody. But apparently that involves sort of testing it out by knocking sort of pegs into it. So
seeing if it'll fall.
That sounds pretty risky in itself.
It does. I've seen rock climbers actually on there whilst traffic is below. You're just going to get somebody falling on your car,
or a big rock falling on your car.
Totally.
Yeah.
I can see why they closed the road.
They didn't close the road. They put traffic lights up.
Oh, yeah. No, they closed it in the day for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good point. Yeah.
A few weeks back.
Yeah. But not before.
I remember when they closed Bridgnorth town centre pretty much just on the outskirts a few weeks back, and that caused endless chaos of everybody going around all the residential estates. But in all fairness, quite a lot of people have been saying that, if they don't do these closures and put traffic lights up, these potholes aren't going to get seen to and roads aren't going to get resurfaced, and we're just going to be moaning about that instead.
This is very true. But we do like to moan. People do like to moan. And if we didn't have potholes or traffic sort of stuff to moan about, it'd be the weather.
Yeah.
And that's not been great.
Weather has been slightly less on our priorities to moan about over the past few weeks. It's been traffic.
And I must say it's been a pleasant change, because normally we just moan about the weather.
But there's people out there who obviously don't drive.
But now people get to work and they go, traffic's a nightmare. You go, really? Where did you get stuck? And you can compare your traffic notes, and it's wonderful.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, or whoever you are, I'd like to introduce you to Lois, who's going to give us an update on what's going on in Bridgnorth.
What's on Bridgnorth with Lois Downes, brought to you by technotic.co.uk.
So, Lois, if I'm, out on the town and, I want something to do this weekend, what's going on?
Well, disappointingly, not a lot, Dan. We have 3 bands playing at 3 different venues this weekend. And apart from that, nothing else is happening.
Not much going on between now and Christmas then, by the looks of things.
Well, no. And in regards of the non-music scene, there's not much going on either. But we'll report on that throughout this little bit anyway.
It's very cold outside. You know, everyone's snuggled up indoors, you know, watching TV.
Well, it's cold every Christmas, Dan, but, you know.
What a shame. Might get snow, you know.
Well, yes, but I don't think we all want snow. We had quite a lot of that last year.
Get your snowmans at the ready. So, Lois, where are these 3 bands playing? Where can I find them?
Well, on Saturday, November the 17th, we have Ross Kirk playing at the Bell and Talbot. Now, he's a professional guitarist and vocalist. He plays a 12-string guitar, Dan. Now, get
That's
that.
a lot of strings.
I know. He plays everything from the 50s up until now, and he's a really good musician. So if you're really looking for some good music, head down to the Bell and Talbot.
So that starts at 9 this Saturday, am I correct?
It does, yes, it does.
That's cool.
Okay, so Saturday night, you know, everybody's out there wanting to have, you know, quite a lot of drinks, have a good night, listen to some good music, maybe have a dance around. So I guess people should also take a trip to the Bear Inn in Bridgnorth, because there we have Thunder Days playing. Now, this is a rock band playing everything from Thin Lizzy, Bon Jovi, Kiss to Whitesnake. They're a brilliant band. Basically, all of the members come from Permission to Rock and the Graham Blues Band, so it's basically a merged band together.
So, you know, when I'm recovering from my hangover on Sunday morning and, you know, I finally managed to get up on Sunday afternoon, what's going on Sunday evening?
It's actually you and I playing at the Bell and Talbot. That's Pandora's Puppets.
Self-plugging happening right here.
Well, you have to, don't you? Basically, Pandora's Puppets are a duo. That's Dan and I. Dan is the pianist and I'm the vocalist, and we play a lot of acoustic covers at the moment. We're currently in studio doing our EP, which will hopefully be available to you all.
Early 2013.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's going to be a while.
It is. We are very busy people.
Too busy recording podcasts.
We are. And volunteering for other charitable causes. Now, if you have, you know, managed to conjure up the energy to get out of bed on Sunday because of your immense hangovers from the Saturday night, I'd say make your way down to Dubmaston. If you have any children, also take your children along, because there is a Christmas craft fair. Over 50 stalls are there.
They're making stuff.
They are. And also it involves a lot of, you know, local produce as well. So foods, Christmas wines. And yeah, it's a very good day, Dan.
Can I buy a Christmas tree there?
I'm not sure. You'd have to make a visit there, I assume. Now, what I do know is that there are a lot of local craftsmen there, or craftswomen. You know, there's a lot of Christmas cards and things like that have all been handmade gifts, foods from local producers as well, which is lovely because I feel that we need to embrace our local produce.
Supporting the local community.
Definitely. And basically you can just buy a lot of lovely stuff, and it's lovely to go, you know, if you don't have children, take your partner along. It's a lovely festive thing to do, even though it is the middle of November. But Christmas, you know, begins early, doesn't it?
Yeah, wrap it warm if you're... Is it outdoors or is it indoors?
It will be a mixture of both, I assume. There's like little barns and stuff that you go in and things like that.
So how much would it cost me to get in?
It's £2 for non-members, Dan. But, you know, if you are a member, it's free. So if you do hold a membership card, get down there because it's an amazing day out for the family and just, you know, for partners and just to get those festive spirits, you know, bubbling away.
Energised.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, that is Sunday for you, Dan.
So that pretty much sums up the weekend, and then it's back to work on Monday.
It is. Now, not a lot is going on next week, other than we have a few open mics going on in town. We do have on Wednesday, Thomson Oldeman hosting the Black Boy open mic.
We'll be talking to Louie in a bit.
We will be. They certainly are a brilliant and unique band, aren't they, Dan?
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Thomson Oldeman, very lively folk. Certainly something you want to get up and dance to.
Now, as the hosts of the Black Boy Open Mic, they are also fantastic and very, very accommodating. So get yourselves down there at 9 o'clock to see all the talents of Bridgnorth.
And they're looking for talent as well. So, you know, it's turn up, plug in, essentially, isn't it?
It is. So everybody that wants to showcase whatever they have, head down to the Black Boy.
So what's happening after?
Well, on Thursday, Dan, we have another open mic, which is a weekly, that happens at the Bear Inn. Now, each week has different hosts. So I'd say get on down there and showcase your talents again. And
keep an eye on Facebook. If you're friends with Bear Inn Bridgnorth on Facebook, you can usually find out who's hosting it.
You can indeed.
So that pretty much sums everything up between now and next Thursday.
It does indeed, Dan. So keep an eye out for our next podcast, and we'll have the updates on what's coming up in the following weeks towards Christmas. I'd also like to give a huge thank you to Kev Adams. He put such a lot of hard work in finding out what is going on in Bridgnorth, liaisoning with all of the pubs and venues around Bridgnorth. So yeah, thank you very much, Kev Adams.
So we'll catch you again this time next week.
Yeah, you will do, indeed.
On Wednesday.
Fantastic.
What's on Bridgnorth with Lois Downes. Brought to you by technotic.co.uk.
So we've been in touch with Thomson Oldeman, and they've got Louie standing by for an interview.
Yeah, we're going to give him a ring.
Hello?
Hello, Louie. It's John and Dan from the Bridgnorth Pod. How's it going, man?
I'm good, thanks.
You okay to talk at the moment?
Yeah.
So we heard that you guys have set up Mammoth Folk. How did that come about?
I don't know, man. We were just jamming at the house, just me and Jazz, and we were like, we could do some gigs like this.
Now that you guys have started this side project, Mammoth Folk, do you feel that your music will take a completely different direction as a duo?
I hope so. The minute we're just doing a couple of, quiet and down versions of the stuff we do with Thomson Oldeman, but we're planning to branch out from there. It's just, a more chilled out version of what we're sort of already doing.
So have you guys been working on any new material then?
We're currently working on some new material, but as of yet, it's just chilled out, like I said, chilled out stuff, versions of what we do. But we've got a couple in the pipeline on the way.
So have you guys got any gigs upcoming?
Not as Mammoth Folk at the minute. We're again working on that, but hopefully sometime soon we will.
I've heard your new material on SoundCloud recently for Thomson Oldeman, and I was wondering if you were releasing that to a wider audience anytime soon.
Yeah, well, we've got a lot of stuff on the way, and hopefully sometime soon it'll all be going in on bulk, because there's a lot of stuff that's very nearly ready. Yeah, sometime soon there should be a big mass of new material, covers and originals with some new different styles.
You guys did the Halloween do at the Bell, didn't you?
Oh yeah, that was good fun.
How did it go? You got everyone dressed up?
Oh yeah, well there was a lot of people that come along dressed up, and Jazz took control of all our makeup, and we were all, zombie old men. That's what we were, and eyeshadow, white faces, blood, and it was pretty full on, but it was really good fun.
So being as Mammoth Folk is still on the way, have you guys got any upcoming gigs as Thomson Oldeman?
Yeah, we've got a couple coming up this month. Like, we've got one on the 16th at the Bell and Talbot, and then on the 17th we're at the Blackie Boy.
Is that a Friday and a Saturday?
Yeah, it is. And then we've got one, Malt House in Ironbridge, on the 25th, just on a Sunday, like just a quiet thing, as we try to break out of Bridgnorth.
Well, Louie's kindly given us permission to give you a preview of one of Thomson Oldeman's songs, which is also available on SoundCloud. You can find them at soundcloud.com/Thomson Oldeman.
This is Louie from Thomson Oldeman. This is one of our tracks, Take My Bones. It's a new one, so enjoy it.
Cheers, Louie.
Thanks for talking to us.
All right, peace out.
That's not all as it goes. I said you take them all. I guess the sun will come out tomorrow, yeah. I guess the sun will come out, even if you don't. Say even if you don't. Take my bones and all my stops, yeah. Works my word,
forms my shape,
change my tone.
So, I've been Dan Bradley.
I've been John Garbett.
And I've been Lois Downes.
And we'd like to thank you for listening to the very first edition of the Bridgnorth Pod. If you'd like to get involved, here's how.
Contact the studio, join the discussion, tweet us at Bridgnorth Pod, or visit us at thebridgnorthpod.co.uk.